Today's breathwork is for longevity. If you want to live a long and healthy life, there are two main elements to focus on. First, flexibility of your spine. Second, your lungs health, specifically lung volume. So before we will begin our about 15-minute practice, I would like to give you a little bit theory behind the exercises that we are about to practice. You can skip the theory and move straight to the practice, or just listen for a couple minutes what I'm about to tell you, because it's always nice to understand why do we do specific things in order to have the best possible results. For those who are not familiar with me, my name is Daria Albert. I'm a breathwork teacher for the past 8 years. I've spent my entire career researching breathwork and I'm absolutely passionate about it. I'm also a free diver, so I hold my breath to dive deep. And I have my international breathing school. So specifically, maybe what would be interesting for you to check out in my international breathing school is the Breathing Gym. It's a great platform where I help you to implement breathwork into your daily routine and have fantastic results for your life. So if you would like to check it out, just check the link in the description. Flexibility of your spine is an indicator of biological age because it reflects age-related changes in your muscles, tendons, joints, body posture, etc. As for your lungs, they change over time as well, and this is extremely interesting. So we can see the difference between aged lungs and normal lungs. So the main difference that we can observe is that our vital capacity changes and gets smaller when our residual volume increases and gets bigger. In order for you to understand what I'm talking about, your vital capacity is your ability to fully inhale and fully exhale. And your residual volume is the air that stays inside of your lungs all the time and doesn't leave it. I know that many people think that when you fully exhale, it means that you don't have air inside anymore, but that's not the case. We always have some air inside, and this air helps our lungs to not collapse. So that is why in today's practice we will do a lot of wavy movements with our spine together with breathing, because when we breathe we actually involve our upper spine to get into these nice curvy movements, as well as our upper spine mainly get flexible because of our movements in ribs. And then we will do specific breathing exercise that will help us to extend our inhales and extend our exhales so that we can fully inhale and lead the air to the areas of our lungs where the air sometimes doesn't reach, and fully exhale it and empty it as much as we can so that we can really preserve this residual capacity of our residual volume of our lungs small as possible. All right? Let's get into it. We will start today's practice in the standing position, and then we will go down to the yoga mat and we will sit down. So I would ask you to prepare a pillow to sit on, and if you have a yoga mat, it's great. If you don't worry about it. So let's get into it. Stand still, having your feet on the hips distance, arms right now resting on the side of your body. Close your eyes, try to make your spine as straight as possible. Relax your shoulders and try to imagine that you have a wall behind of you that you can lean on, and when you are leaning on this wall, you are actually getting even straighter. The top of your head is going towards the ceiling, so you are trying to lengthen your spine. Great. And bring your attention to your breathing. Feel how the air goes inside of your lungs, filling in your body, and how the air leaves your lungs, emptying your body. Don't change anything in your breathing for now. Just observe all the sensations that you can experience in this given moment when you are breathing. Great. And we will start from warm-ups for our neck. So what we will do this round moves with our neck. So our chin goes forward and then lower to the collarbone. forward and lower to the collarbone. Breathe normally. Now we are slowly starting to warm up our spine. Now change the direction, make a few rounds to the opposite direction. So your chin first goes down to the collarbone and then to the up of your head. Well, you can't say that, but going up and then again down. Try to not move in your body yet, just your neck. And now turn slightly to the right, having 45 degrees angle, and do again these round moves with your chin. Firstly to one direction, and then we will change. And change. And turn your head to the left side, having a 45 angle, and do again rounds to one direction, and then we will change. And change. Great, and relax your neck. Perfect. A little bit shake your body. So we will move on to our shoulders. Now your arms are on the side of your body and start to move your shoulders one after the other, doing this round moves to the back. Breathe as you would like to. Try to breathe through your nose. If your nose doesn't breathe, you can switch to your mouth breathing, trying to breathe as slow as possible. You can also imagine that you have a straw, so you are breathing like through the straw. But in general, I would really recommend you to solve this nasal congestion and start to breathe through your nose again. It's important for the health. So now change the direction. Okay, and few drops of your shoulders. And now take your right hand and point the index finger like that and start to draw 8 on the side of your body like that with your finger. So you're doing big 8. When you will understand this move, I would ask you to place your hand on the shoulder and continue to do these 8 drawings with your elbow. Here we actually trying to fix our hips on one place but involve our upper body into this move. See, I'm starting to kind of lean forward and going back, lean forward and going back. You can put the other hand on your hips so that you can feel that your hips are as stable as possible. And then change the direction of your 8. So now do the exact opposite. Sometimes it's confusing for our brain what exactly we should change, because our nervous system works the way that we are getting used to do always the same moves, always do the same side moves, so we are moving in one direction and we never do the opposite. So when we are doing practices, we are trying to change it. We are training our brain, our nervous system as well here. Okay, cool. Relax your right arm and we'll do exactly the same thing with our left one. So index finger of your left hand is now pointing, and first you start to draw these big 8s so that you can understand the move, and then place your hand on the shoulder and continue to do these moves with your left elbow. And again here we're trying to fix the hips, but our upper body is starting to move as well. and we'll change the direction. Okay, so just try to imagine that you need to draw it to the opposite direction. Do exactly same, but to the opposite direction. Again, I would repeat myself that when our rib cage starting to move, our upper spine starts to move as well. Okay, and relax your left arm. Now we go a little bit lower. So place your legs a little bit wider than your hips distance and start to do these 8 moves with your hips. So you're drawing 8s with your hips. You can place your hands on your hips because it will help you to feel this move. And now we will also, by doing this move, go slightly lower, kind of to the squat with our 8s, and then back, drawing our 8s on the way up. One more time. And one more time to this direction, and we will change. So to work on our hips, it's important as well for breathing, including because we have our pelvic floor muscles that are also called as a second diaphragm, pelvic diaphragm, because it moves together with us breathing. So now change the direction of your 8s. Sometimes again it's a bit confusing what exactly I need to do in order to change it. But technically you just need to move to the opposite direction. And again, when you feel this move, go lower and up. Lower and up. Hip joints are the biggest joints of our body, and they are so important for almost everything, if not everything. You see, the breath work is not always just sitting and breathing. It's a lot of different things that we need to work on in order to breathe correctly. All right. Now, again, bring your legs on about hips distance. I will turn to the side in order to show you. So what we are going to do now, we will inhale deeply through the nose, and with exhale we start to roll down. So bring your chin to the collarbones after your upper back is starting to roll down, and then lower back. Your arms are relaxed, your neck is relaxed. Then when you fully exhale, you are down, and on the inhales you start to unroll your body again up. Vertebra after the vertebra, and neck is going in the last moment. And again, with exhales, you slowly starting to bring your chin to the collarbone, rolling your upper body, lower body, going down. And on the inhale, breathing through your nose, you're unrolling your body, starting from the bottom to the top. Relax your shoulders. Do one more move like that. Don't forget to synchronize your breathing with your movements. And when you will fully exhale, stay down. Try right now, fully relax, come back to your usual breathing. Breathe through your nose and try to breathe into your upper body. So breathe to your spine. Try to inflate your upper back and deflate it. Neck is relaxed, arms are relaxed. Here we don't necessarily need to keep our legs straight. You can also bend your knees gently, because here we are mainly focusing on this great round in our spine. one more inhale into your upper back, full exhale, and then place your hands on the yoga mat and gently bring your knees down. Stay on all fours. Here, try to keep your legs on the hips distance and place your hands slightly forward on the yoga mat distance. And what we are going to do right now, with inhale, we will slide down and bend our back, moving our body slightly forward, and with exhales we will bring our chin to the collarbone, arch our spine, and move our way to the back. And again, inhale, slide down, make this nice wave. With exhale, arch your spine and your hips are going towards your heels. But not fully, you're not sitting on your heels, you're just moving your buttocks towards your heels. Inhale, you're opening. Exhale, you're closing and arching. And now we will change the direction. So when you are on inhale sliding down, now you will slide, kind of moving your body to the back, and then with exhale again arch your body and bring your weight towards your arms. On the inhale, you're bringing your chest towards the yoga mat. Your tailbone is trying to reach the ceiling, and on the exhales, you're arching your spine and bringing your body towards your arms. Again, try to find this other direction move. Teach your nervous system to move differently. Again, on the inhale, we are opening. On the exhale, we are closing. Specifically arching. And perfect. One more move here. Now we will bring our hands closer to our body, to our knees. So we will place them below our shoulders. Sorry. And now we will start to do these rounds in our upper body. So you are bringing your shoulders one after another closer to the yoga mat, and you're doing this upper body rounds. Again, inhale when you're down, when your chest is open. Exhale when you're slightly trying to push yourself away with your arms, and have this light arching in your upper back. And when you're ready, change the direction. Maintain the same way of breathing. Inhale when you're down with open chest. Exhale when you're up with arched spine. Okay, great. One more time. And perfect. Whew, that was a really nice warm-up for our spine, for our entire body. And now we will go into the sitting position. So I would ask you to sit down either in the cross-leg position, or if you can't sit in this posture, then you can just sit on the chair. Just don't lean on the back of your seat. If you are sitting in the cross-leg position, I would recommend you to sit on the pillow, to lift your hips slightly up so that they will move a little bit forward, and that will keep your back straighter. So get seated. Relax your hands on your knees. Close your eyes. Make sure that your spine is as straight as possible. Also lengthen your neck. You can again try to imagine that you have a wall behind of you, so that you can kind of align your body based on this wall. And what we are going to do right now is that we will divide our inhales in as many as possible little parts with gentle pauses in between. So when you would fully exhale, we'll breathe through the nose. We will do little inhale pause, inhale, pause, inhale, pause, inhale, pause. And like that, we will fill in our lungs till as much as we can. And after that, we will start to exhale also in as many as possible little parts. Little exhale, pause, exhale, pause, exhale, pause, also through the nose. Till the really end. Try here to actually force the air out as much as you can and go to the new round. Okay, let's begin. We are breathing through the nose. Fully inhale in one stroke, fully exhale in one stroke. And start to divide your inhalation into as many as possible little parts. Breathing through the nose. Till the really end, and then start to exhale in as many as possible little exhales also through the nose. Till the really end. These last exhales might even feel a bit discomfortable. This is totally normal. Try to push the air out and then begin again. If you feel that it's a little bit challenging for you to do it non-stop, then just pause for a few normal breath-ins and breath-outs in between your attempts to inhale for as many as possible little parts and exhale for as many as possible little parts. In here, when you're breathing in, try to navigate your first little inhales into your belly and then slowly bring them up to your lower ribs, a bit higher, higher, and to the upper chest. But when you are fully inhaling, try to maintain your shoulders relaxed and drop them away from your ears. Do not lift them up. Often when some people who don't have experience in breathwork or just in general don't breathe correctly, when they are trying to inhale deeply, they are lifting their shoulders up. So they breathe kind of vertically. This is not really a good way to fully expand your lungs and your rib cage. So drop your shoulders on the inhales. And when you are exhaling on the first exhales, you firstly kind of trying to imagine that you're exhaling from the upper chest and from the lower ribs, and then just in the last moments you are pushing the air out from your belly. You're like a bottle of water. You're filling in on the inhales from the bottom to the top, and you're emptying your body from the top to the bottom on the exhales. For your record, this is the next time when you will divide your inhales in as many as possible parts. Try to count how many little inhales you can fit in one inhale and how many little exhales you can fit in one exhale. And drop your number in the comments. I'm interested to know. It's not a competition. Don't be shy if you still can't do a lot of little inhales and a lot of little exhales. We are all here to improve, to progress, and with practice, believe me, it will be much easier for you to perform this exercise. Plus, you will be able to inhale better and exhale more fully. Let's do a couple more rounds and slowly come back to our normal, usual breathing. Come back to your usual breathing. Try to stay with closed eyes, absorbing all the sensations in your body. It could be physical or emotional sensations. Just absorb it without judging it. Observe your mind. Do you have any thoughts, or maybe you don't? And if you do, try to bring your attention to your breathing and stay with every inhale and every exhale. Enjoy your new state. Enjoy your new self. And rub your hands, creating heat in your hands. Close your face with your hands and start to slowly remove your hands from your face, looking at it. And come back. Thank you so much, guys, for practicing with me. If you like this practice, please put a thumb up. It really helps this practice to grow and more people would be able to experience the benefits from this practice. You also can always come back to these exercises and repeat it again. And before I will disconnect from this video, I would like to remind you that I have a beautiful place that is called the Breathing Gym. It's a great growing community of people who understand the importance investing into themselves in order to have a great life. So we are there breathing daily. We have a really efficient breathing sequences that are usually takes not more than 15 minutes, but we do it all the time, and as a result we have an incredible outcomes for our physical and emotional well-being. If you would like to become a part of this community, just click to the link in the description and see you there. Well, see you here in YouTube. Have a great day or a beautiful night.